Gamers, we're back with Order of the Dragon, a civilization I have played the most out of all the other civs. And we have a new mechanic that you're about to hear. Order of the Dragon is a variant of Holy Roman Empire. Order of the Dragon boasts quality over quantity. With extensively trained and lavishly outfitted nobles bolstering their ranks, the Order of the Dragon excels at raising an elite army unlike any other. Order of the Dragon is inspired by the chivalric order founded by whatever and whatever. Playing the Order of the Dragon. You guys ready? Although more expensive than other civilizations, the soldiers of the Order of the Dragon stand without equal. Playing the Order of the Dragon means commanding a small elite force that is not to be underestimated. Equipped with superior armor, weaponry, and training, the Order of the Dragon military lives longer, hits harder, and attacks from greater range than their counterparts. Each unit has a specific traits that enhance its capabilities, allowing players to employ a variety of powerful military compositions and counters to thwart their enemies. A focus on quality carries over into Order of the Dragon's economy. Villagers are more expensive, but are hardier, gather faster, and construct buildings more quickly. So what you can gather from that is Order of the Dragon will have less army on the field, but the army will be a lot stronger. And a lot of their units will have things, okay? Order of the Dragon units at a glance. Gilded Archers. The Gilded Archer is highly skilled bowman, able to attack from a greater range with incredible speed. And let me tell ya, incredible speed, okay? That's not one of those, oh, they're gonna have great speed. No. They're gonna have incredible attack speed, okay? Gilded Lenschanecht. The Gilded Lenschit is an imposing light infantry unit possessing a devastating sweep attack capable of erasing entire armies in seconds. And this part is true. Very true. The Gilded Knights are powerful heavy cavalry Chad, not clad, in dent armor, enabling superior survivability. I wish you guys know the stats of these units, because yeah. The Order of the Dragon through the ages. From age 1, the Order of the Dragon centers its economy around the Gilded Villager, an expensive villager that collects resources more efficiently and constructs buildings faster. In Age 2, as you can see, they have Horsemen and Spearmen too. In Age 2, the Order of the Dragon gains access to many powerful units, including the Gilded Spearmen, an exceptional anti-cavalry unit capable of dealing area of effect damage to buildings after researching its unique technology. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. The Spearman of the Order of the Dragon has an upgrade that makes you do splash damage to buildings. Age 3. In Age 3, the Gilded Crossbowman becomes available to Order of the Dragon. The elite crossbow unit possesses greater range and even higher bonus damage against heavy units than a normal crossbowman. I want to say that the stats are not... How do I say this? Like, if one unit has, let's say, +3 range, not every unit has +3 range, okay? Just to put it that way. Age 4. In H4, the Order of the Dragon may research the Gilded Warhorses technology, allowing Gilded Knights to take significantly less damage when performing devastating charge attacks. So right here, you see just, farms, nothing unusual, nothing crazy. We do see a chapelle. You see some towers right there. You see the Gilded Horsemen, the Gilded Spearmen. Over here, you see the cathedral. You see the knights, the lancets, the chatted arms right here, the crossbows. And then last but not least, you see some more units in, I think this is just Imperial upgrades, right? And a little Elsbach. Now, what I can tell you is the landmarks, I'm not going to go into details, but they're not exactly the same. Looks-wise they are, and what they usually do, sure, but they're not exactly the same. All the infantry and cavalry units for Order of the Dragon are gilded. So in that way, they are unique. Obviously, you saw earlier, they have a lot of unique technologies for the gilded units. And the unit stats, like I said, are increased, but it's not always the same type of increase. So like you don't get, like I said, same range or same damage from unit to unit. I can't tell you if it has a starting prelate or not. I can't tell you any details. But the upgrades that the units have, I will say it does change the way you're playing them. And I will say there is a certain landmark from Order of the Dragon that is not very good in HRE, but it might be pretty good in Order of the Dragon. Actually, there are... Actually, now that I think of it, it's more than one. But there it is. Now, this... So, what you see here might not seem like a lot of info. I think this is one of those civs. I think this and Jeanne d'Arc are the two civs, variants, whatever you want to call them, that you need to play to really see what's happening with them. Because I think just reading, it sounds like there's not much going on. But trust me when I say this, as a HRE enjoyer, so I've said this before, I have probably played about 40 games with the new civs. I have probably played 12 to 15 games with Order of the Dragon. And I can tell you that this is not HRE. This civ is not offensive or defensive. It's hard to... Because if I say it's not like HRE, it's the opposite, people will be like, oh, so it's aggressive HRE. It can be both, but it plays completely differently. Like, you shouldn't look at it like, oh, but they have same units and just a bit more stats. The fact that the units have more stats changes how they're played completely. Although more expensive than other civilizations, so their stuff is more expensive. Which is also really funny when you macro stuff, because with other civs you're used to, you know, barracks, 10 men-at-arms, archer ranges, 10 archers. That is not how it works with Order of the Dragon. I can tell you that. Sometimes in the earlier stages of the game, you have to wait in order to make a unit. So I've actually done a difficulty civ tier list yesterday, which should be up on YouTube probably tomorrow or the day after. But Order of the Dragon, for average player, for like new player to diamond player, is going to be 1 star as far as difficulty goes. Like how easy or hard it is to understand how Civ is played, what you're supposed to do, it's probably a 1-star. At a higher level, this Civ is harder to pull off. Not necessarily to you know, play with, but it's harder to pull off. It's kind of like English at the high level, right? It's kind of very simple, easy to play, but English at a high level on the land map is pretty difficult to pull off. And I think Order of the Dragon will be the same. Now, as you saw, the infantry, the cavalry is gilded, like it shows here. I've seen people are asking me about the siege, about the ships, about the buildings. I cannot tell you any of that. You're gonna have to wait and see soon. But this is going to be, in my opinion, this Civ and this Civ and Ayubits are probably gonna be one of the easier Civs to play for, you know, not non-top level kind of gameplays. Oh yeah, the background screenshot. Yeah, I should do that. Okay, so here's the background screenshot. So you have keeps, you got towers, there are the archers, and if you notice, I don't know if you guys noticed, but archers are a bit bigger than your usual archers. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm just pointing it out, horsemen and knights are massive. If you compare a horseman to a scout, or if you like in the normal games, you cannot really see the difference between horsemen and scouts sometimes in terms of size. Or if you compare horsemen to villagers, they are massive. Knights are also massive. Like I would say you kind of can't see it here, but you kind of can at the same time, right? Like look at where the horse's mouth is, and look where the villager is. So they are big boys. And yeah, I mean, you have the wonder right here. You have the TC. You have the houses, right? You have a keep. You have Burgrave, which is you know. You have Swabia. You have University, Monastery, Chapel. In over here, positioned. So yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Order of the Dragon. I had a lot of fun testing stuff. It is not, like I said, it does not feel like HRE at all. Like if you used completely new like building skins, and if you used different unit skins, no one would be like, oh yeah, this is HRE, right? No one. Obviously, Order of the Dragon is missing some things that HRE has. And HRE obviously doesn't have all the things that Order of the Dragon has. And this is the case with all variant civs, by the way, just so you guys know. All variant civs do not have some of the things that the original civs have, and vice versa. Do they have unique unit as well? The way that units are used, all the units are unique. And you'll see once it comes out what I mean by that. Is the flag revealed? Yeah. How do can I open the flag? Wait, there's a place to look at the flags, right? Their flag is a cool one, by the way. There it is. That is the Order of the Dragon. You know, as with every Civ, I'm super excited for you guys to see this one. Because of the increased stats, some of the... Fuck, I wish I can tell you, man. But I'll say the wildest units... I mean, probably, all, like, to be honest, all of them are wild. But the wildest ones, I would probably say, are Knights, Horsemen, and Landshits. The way they scale up with the stats... And yeah, like I said, you'll see what I mean by that once you see, or once we see more information, which we're pretty much 3 weeks away at this point from the new expansion, which I am super excited about. Hopefully there's going to be more information before the game launches, but we will see. We will see. Last thing I'll say is, you know how like like 2 spears kill a horseman? 2 spearmen don't necessarily kill gilded horsemen. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Check them out on Twitch. I'm probably live right now. And the last civ we have to go through is Japanese, which, as it says, coming soon. And as Byzantines, Japanese is a very unique civ. So I'm excited to kind of go through them with you guys. If you're watching on Twitch, let's keep going.